Join me as I uncover my journey from soldier to pastor.
Failure. I didn't know the exhaustion wasn't a lack of faith. And I definitely didn't know the battlefield I left in 1991 followed me straight into the pulpit. I'm a Desert Storm veteran who became a senior pastor, and for years I had no idea I was carrying undiagnosed PTSD into ministry. Not until it nearly destroyed my marriage, my calling, and my sanity. If you've ever felt like you're failing spiritually when something deeper is actually breaking emotionally, keep watching. Today, I'll show you the signs that look spiritual but are actually trauma, why pastors and veterans misdiagnose themselves, and the biblical path God uses to redeploy wounded leaders. Watch until the end. You'll finally have language for the pain you've been carrying alone. My journey, it didn't begin in a church office. It began in an old 1986 GMC Sahara Classic. Humming down a rain-soaked Oklahoma back road near Draper Lake. Thunder was rolling across the sky. Rain hammered the hood so hard it drowned out my thoughts. And in the middle of that storm, with the wipers barely keeping up, I gripped the steering wheel and I said out loud, God, what do you want for my life? Growing up a pastor's kid, ministry felt familiar, comfortable, expected. After graduation, I started attending junior college. And I still didn't really have any direction in my life. And I had been on a couple of missions trips. And I really felt like God was calling me to go to Bible college. I didn't know where to go. And on one of these missions trips, a girl that I knew was going to North Central Bible College. And so I told my mom and dad, I want to enroll, I want to go. And so in 1987, I went to North Central Bible College. The girl decided not to go, but I went anyway. After one semester, I knew I wasn't ready. On the day I drove away from campus, Tracy, this girl I had met during freshman orientation, handed me a slip of paper with her home address in Wisconsin. I didn't think much about it. I don't know if she did either, but God did. Here's the first lesson most leaders never hear. Calling doesn't wait for emotional maturity. God plants seeds in seasons when we're not ready to carry the weight of them. He doesn't call the equipped. He equips the called. Your immaturity doesn't cancel God's intentionality. If your calling feels bigger than you, that's not a disqualification. That's actually the proof God is in it. Let me show you how that played out in my life. In 1988, I moved to San Diego with my parents. 2 months later, my dad gave me an ultimatum: go back to school or join the military. I enlisted in the Army. By 1989, I was stationed in Germany, young, isolated, and trying to figure out who I was. One night, sitting alone in the barracks, I found that old slip of paper with Tracy's address. And I wrote her a Christmas card. I bought a whole box. But hers was the most important. There was no romance, no flirting, just connection. She got the card because her parents hadn't moved yet, which was awesome. We started writing letters, casual, friendly, honest. I went home on leave and she decided to fly out to San Diego.